next, we are gonna offer you not just a space heater. I know it's cold, and I know you wanna zone heat, and I know you wanna save money, and I know you have that super, super, super cold room in your house. So yes, it's great to have a space heater. Everybody knows that the best in the industry is now infrared, but what we're gonna offer you today is one that has ambiance built into it, one that is furniture grade, so it can be a side table, a bedside table, a nightstand, and it puts out the best of the best, the 6-element infrared heating. And it's all housed in real wood construction, so you can decorate on top of it. You can put a drink on top of it. You can have your cats or little dogs jump on top of it. And it's all programmable. Now today, it's our final quantity, so it's the lowest price we've ever offered. We have about 1,000 of these left to go around. It's only available in white, which is why we slashed the price to the lowest price we have ever, ever, ever offered. You have never seen our LifePro 6Element for less than what it's being offered to you today, and we still did that bonus extra warm hug flex for this hour only. So if you need a space heater, if you want a piece of furniture, if you want to warm a room in the house and not have it be an eyesore, not have it be something that needs to be hidden for the other 9 months out of the year, this is your steal of a deal opportunity. Less than $1 a day on your credit card, beautiful ambient flame built in for you today, and totally programmable. Carrie McNally is going to walk through the features that LifePro offers to us, but he and I have been talking about behind the scenes, we've never, even come close to the price that you're getting today. We had it in black, it's sold out. We had it in cherry, it's sold out. So because we're down to only one color, you are getting a better than a today's special price on this heater.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Brett. How are you?
Good, thanks.
It's the gift of warmth. That's what this is all about. And this is unlike any other space heater that you and I may have grown up with, because it's not that coil heater. It doesn't smell. It's instantaneous, and when we're cold, we need to get warm fast. And it is an 8-quarts element infrared heating device. How's that different? Okay. Unlike forced air, it will never dry out your skin, your sinuses, your contact lenses. It heats objects in your room, and that means it heats you to the core, just like when you step outside and you feel the sun warm you to the core. And that's the biggest difference. It's so economical. It's completely cool to touch. It is furniture grade. It has casters on it, so you can move it around wherever you'd like to go with it. And if you do zone heat, which is what we did when we were growing up, my mom was a school teacher, and we were always taught being frugal is a sign of intelligence, right? So we kind of lived in the kitchen area, in the living room area, and we had a kerosene heater, and we shut off different rooms in the house. And even if this is something that you're using on a part-time basis, maybe you bring it to work because it's just so cold in the office. Whenever I have the heater on here in the studio, all the crew, they just kind of converge and they come over because it's freezing in here. They keep the temperature here around 60 degrees, but it will always be cool to the touch. I have an older cat, Sally McNally. She's 14 now. She uses this to get up on into the bed. I have this as a nightstand in my guest bedroom, and you're gonna love how easy this operates.
Well, and I think that's a really big point to make, that it can actually be a piece of furniture, that you can actually decorate on it. You could put candles on it. You can put your coffee cup on it. You can warm yourself right in that recliner that you sit in the morning, right next to your bed before you go to bed at night, and let the thermostat not run and blare throughout the entire house. So it's cost savings, as well as really buying a premium piece of wood furniture today. So here's what's gonna happen. 10 minutes, final quantity, last call, lowest price. These are the best times to shop here at HSN when you want to get a great value. Because our black sold out, because our cherry sold out, white is actually one of our best sellers. We actually stock the most in white, which is why it's what we have remaining. But, listen, retailers overbuy things sometimes. We don't quite predict the way they'll buy what color, and we get down to the final color, and you get the steal of a deal option. So if you've been waiting, if you've been looking, if you've been wondering, it's starting to get cold, it is only going to get colder. When you go to your hardware store on the day that it's freezing, and the day that you get that first gas bill, that first heating bill, you are gonna find nowhere near the quality, nowhere near the design, and nowhere near the price of what we offer to you today. So give it a test drive. It's less than $1 a day. It's totally free shipping for you. Maybe it's for your office, maybe it's for your home office, maybe it's for your bathroom. You could program it and actually have your bathroom be comfortable and warm when you walk in there first thing in the morning.
Yeah, you can have it on your patio. If you're in the Sun Belt, this is that time of transitional time where you want to spend more time outside, breathe that fresh, cool fall air, and have this outside, be comfortable. And I want to walk you through the 8 different buttons on the front here, because it couldn't be any easier to operate. And you do get not one, but 2 remotes, because if you're like me, I lose the remote or misplace it once in a while. I always thought...
Well, that's because you have a cat.
I do.
Because cats, anything rogue, anything that's just lying around, they find a way to bat it underneath a bed or underneath the couch.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
I always thought it'd be smart to invent a remote that could find the remote. So here are your buttons. Here's your on-off switch right here. Very simple and easy. This is your FlameFX down here. We have very bright lights in the studio, but when you have this at home, it really looks like a little fireplace. And here's up and down, obviously. Here's your timer. You can set this. As Brett mentioned, you can have it turn on and off whenever you would like, so it can go on before you get out of bed or it can go on before you get home from work. And here is your fan setting. You've got high, you've got medium, and you have eco. Eco will just maintain the temperature in the room right there at 68 degrees. And you can also lock it. If you want to keep your partner or your little one's fingers off this and adjusting it, you can do that as well. So it's simple and easy to operate. And as I mentioned, you get 2 remotes, and they're universal remotes. So if you bought more than one of the heaters today, all 4 of them would work on either of those 2.
I just want to make sure everybody understands what's happening here. We will not stock any more of this heater. We can't. They're done manufacturing it. I know it's just barely starting to get cold. If you live in Connecticut, if you live in Maine, if you live in Washington, if you live in Minnesota, you know it's coming. If you live in Michigan or Chicago, you know it's coming, guys. You know you're going to want to have a great way to boost the heat where you sleep, to boost the heat where you get your work done, to maybe save a few bucks on your electric bill and not heat the ductwork in your home. If you like the look of this model, if you like the design of this model, you will not ever find it here at HSN for a better price than what you see it for today. And every day that goes by that you heat the entire home while you wait for your heater to come in is a day that you're spending extra bucks that you don't necessarily need to spend. This is the best value you will find, and I believe it's one of the best models that we have ever offered. It's got that FlameFX built into it, but it really is about a 6-element infrared heater. That is some of the best you'll find anywhere in the industry, and what you're getting it for today is a fraction of the price of what any major home store would charge for any infrared design, let alone one that's housed in real wood, let alone one that comes with not 1 but 2 remote controls, let alone one that's programmable and has a beautiful flame effect feature built into it. I honestly don't believe you will find a better value or a better feature model than what you see here. But when they are gone, they are gone. Our black, it's gone. If you saw our video and you like the look of that cherry, you like the look of that black, I'm sorry, but it is not available. All we have is white left, but if you're okay with white, you're getting a steal of a deal because it happens to be all we have left.
Yeah, we brought in 10,000 or something like that, and they flew out the door at the $200 price point. Look how cool it is to the touch. I mean, this is a nightstand. My cat uses this to pop it up into bed. It will never, ever be hot, right? Now, but it really puts out a lot of heat. It can heat all the way across an entire room. We just turned this on, and this is already at 318 degrees Fahrenheit, but I can put my hand here and not worry about burning myself. And the biggest difference, if you're new to infrared heating technology, is unlike a coil or forced air, it will not dry out your skin. In fact, when we first aired this, we had a call from a makeup artist who was so excited about this because she had put infrared heating in her studio up in Boston. And you see how it pulls cold air in from the back. It goes around those 6 infrared stainless steel wrapped high-grade quartz elements, and it just gently pushes great warm heat out into the room.
The other thing to think about is all those major saunas, you know, the one that that super famous talk show host whose name begins with a vowel, who has her own magazine that starts with that vowel. She's raved about infrared for saunas because it brings it subcutaneous. It doesn't scald your skin and then you hope your body warms up. It's like the sun. It goes deep within and warms you from the inside out. That's why the industry has basically eliminated the kerosene concepts and the ceramic concepts, because when you experience an infrared heater, it's quite frankly better than your central heat. It works in a different way. That's why it's more expensive than other options. It's also why people invest in it and then they never buy anything else once they own it. And it's worth $200, what you're buying today. Now, because the cherry you see on your screen is sold out, because the black you now see on your screen is sold out, you are getting our clearance best ever, lowest ever price. With the calls coming in, there are maybe 600 of these left to go. We actually put that clock in, oh, there it is, early on this presentation because we do not believe we have enough for the demand and the couple of shows that are still planned for it, being able to offer our final quantities at this great low price. But you, for shopping during this hour and shopping during at home, and because this is about, you know, snuggling in and getting comfortable at home, are getting a special flex deal. You are spending less than $1 a day. And if you think about how much money your heating bill is costing you, this will pay for itself, and you can get it home on its way to you, shipped free of charge for less than $1 a day for those of you who get our final quantities on this model. So if the white is good for you in your kitchen, in your bathroom, as a side table, as an end table, as a great, phenomenal functioning heater, this is going to be a steal of a deal for you. And you just basically scored on a clearance offer price for something we love here at HSN. We just sold out of every other color, so we gave it at a great value.
Yeah, and I love the idea that it is, first and foremost, a beautiful piece of furniture. It's hardwood finished. It has casters on it so you can move it around. But you wouldn't necessarily consider putting a couple of books or maybe a little gifty on a space heater, especially something that maybe looks like it's a ray gun from a 1970s space age sort of, you know, sci-fi thriller. But this, remember, heats a huge space. This is going to heat the equivalent of about 2 to 3 car garage. And unlike forced air or unlike coil heaters, it will never smell. It operates instantaneously and will heat a huge room, whether it's your living room or in your kitchen or your master bedroom or it's the bathroom or it's just your kitchen. Space heating, if you look up the U.S. Department of Energy at their website, they'll say oftentimes that you can save a small fortune. And it isn't often that I get to come here and talk with you about something that absolutely pays for itself. Because if you do zone heating and let's say you have this on at 73 and that's comfortable for you, when you're watching HSN at night or you're watching your favorite program or you're watching a movie or you're reading or you're knitting or whatever it is that you're doing, and you turn down the rest of the house's thermostat to, let's say, maybe 68 or even 66. Imagine what that's going to save you over the course of the next several winters, because it's not just for this winter, it's for the next several winters. And we all know, whether you live in Minneapolis or the Pacific Northwest or you're up in Maine or New England, even if you're in the Sun Belt, it's great for things like your patio. Or if you are living up north, you know it's coming. There's no avoiding the fact that winter is absolutely going to be coming. And I know that you're going to love it. If you don't love it, I want you to send it back, because this would just continue to pay for itself time and time again. And I think if we look at our family and our friends, we all have somebody on our gift-giving list that's always cold. My dad is 90 years old. He served in World War II. He's just always cold. When we go to the movie theater, he wears a couple of sweaters and maybe even a jacket. I got this for him, and he absolutely loves it. He's also a cat owner like me, and his new cat, Willow, hangs out right here. And if you have a kitty cat or if you have a dog, this is where they're going to hang, because they're going to love being by your new infrared heater.
All right, well, Carrie, thank you so much. Don't miss out on that special. If you are looking for a way to save money, a beautiful piece of furniture, and our best ever offer. It is over $80 in savings when you add in our sale price and you see that we ship it to your door free of charge and nothing needs to be assembled. The casters, the wooden construction, it all comes to your door out of the box, ready to plug in and enjoy. The flex goes away at the end of the hour. Premium, top quality infrared heating for less than $1 a day. A great gift for those that are always cold, or a great way to keep yourself more comfortable in your favorite room in the house throughout the entire season. So take advantage while we've got it in stock for you. I ran outside.